You know what? I'm just gonna let it be. Just gonna let it be. Bobby, in the bottom right corner, we have the jig monster. The real question is the jig up?
Ooh.
Nope, he's down.
Oh.
In the lower corner.
Oh, if anybody can find out, Element, it is going to be the player to the north. West side of the map, it is the purple Zerg player, Macro and Cheese.
Oh, that's a pretty good name. Oh, that's a good name indeed. Wow. I like that.
I mean, it's
Macro
so
and cheese.
multifaceted.
I know. Is it going to give you the macro play? Is it going to give you the cheddar?
Or is it cheese? And then it's a play on words.
It's so good. Wow.
It is.
It's like the Microsoft team name from back in the day. What is it? Macro Hard Microsoft? Oh god. Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's better than Meant to Be Awesome Element, our
Oh yeah.
name. That's pretty good too.
It is pretty good. You know, it's two people.
Yeah.
Got that, you know. Yeah. Be awesome. I'll be awesome. Got that in there.
Comes together quite
Yeah,
nicely.
it's good, but we need to pay like a marketing agency or somebody. Come up with a better one now.
Yeah.
That, we're up against macro and cheese. Anyways, Bobby, we got. Looks like we're gonna do what, a ling drop here or something. What does he have this Evo chamber? Oh, +1 melee. He's actually gonna use it. Huh. Well, they say if you don't use it, you lose it. I'm glad he's gonna go ahead and use that structure. A couple lings come in here, going to get shot down by these queens. Being guns on their backs. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a third, it looks like. Bobby, we're on your view.
Okay, well that's devastating. So anyway, we do have the speed, of course, on the way for both players. About to finish Baneling Nest, though, on the way for Jig. And we'll see if that's going to lead into attack, or if he's just doing that defensively. Now, a third base is what we've seen in the current meta of ZVZ. Zergs like to take their third bases for some odd reason. Macro Cheese is one first to do that, as Element did point out. In fact, it's well on its way, but his natural's not even fully saturated yet.
Bobby, so the lings, Bobby, the lings. That's what we need to focus on.
No,
focus on the lings.
We don't Element. They're not doing anything yet. We have to look at Macro and Cheese's situation. What does he actually have to defend against this? Is what I'm getting at. We have a Baneling Nest that's not even done. He has
Bobby.
Bobby,
there are actually 0 units out.
Yeah.
Other than queens.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad, especially taking this third base as fast as he is. And now there's a third base behind this, though, for Jig, so he's going to try to transition out of this to a certain degree. We have 14 lings in production. The Baneling Nest only about halfway done. Jig's lings need to get something going on. He's not even morphing in Banelings of his own, which he did get that Baneling Nest.
Oh my
correct? Yes, he did. So these lings are going to get some work done in this natural base, but not before the defensive lings from Macro and Cheese come out to chase them away.
Oh, it's so lucky that Jig didn't just, triple down on this. Oh my god! Oh, yeah!
There we go. That's one over there.
That's what we're talking about. Drone trying to get a hatch, not on my watch. Bobby awesome. What he says.
That's his exact words, actually. Weird. Yeah. Nothing on production. There's like nothing on production for way too long there for Macro and Cheese, and that scares me. It's a terrifying thing. It's like he doesn't know what to do, almost. That's what it feels like. It's like, what should I do? Should I try to take my expansion, or do I build a bunch of lings? He does both. And so he gets 20 lings in production. He gets 20 lings in production, as well as taking that hatch as well. Now, this third base, I expect to begin mining in short order here for Jig. These lings just patrolling around, being pretty safe. You want to try to defend this base because you know this attack is incoming. A lot of lings going to be heading towards this newly formed third base, but more Banelings morphing in for Jig. We have a group of lings attacking that third base just before it could even go off.
They're going to
go down.
Oh,
gets the cancels it at least. Now, is there going to be attack here? We got a lot of Banelings morphed in now for Macro and Cheese.
It's got to be.
Heading the wrong way. And now he's going to be going.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Oh,
nope.
Nothing. Oh, just passing by each other. Either way, so we just got a bunch of Banelings. No lings to... Oh, this queen absorbs the ball. That's unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate for Macro and Cheese right there. Still a big skirmish in the middle of the map. Macro and Cheese having the better of that, but we're just buying Jig a little bit more time because we have another engagement happening in the middle of the map here that is going to be victorious for Jig. Oh, gonna get right top of these Banelings. Risky proposition, but he pays off. It pays off, Element, as he will now make his way across the map to try to perhaps end this game. As there's not a whole lot left on the field for Macro Cheese. It has a bunch of lings. The Banelings morphing in, but it's some. Well, yeah, it's enough. But is it? I mean, it's a lot, but is it enough? Is the question.
He says it's not a whole lot, but it's quite a bit.
Well, I meant to know. Is it enough? Like to defend against, as it apparently was. Now, especially when you bought enough time for those banelings to morph in. Still these lanes for Jig making their way across the map, just to confirm that there's no hidden bases more than anything else. Being very proactive in that department, just smart play overall. No massive baneling hits yet, Element. We had a couple decent ones, but nothing game ending. And I just feel it. I feel it could happen. And we got these banelings that are still on the field sharking around for Macro and Cheese. We got those little Ling hit squad to the north side of the map for Jig. For what reason, I'm not entirely sure. But he has a plan, Element. I believe in Jig. Well, either way, Roaches are on the field now. Of course, in large number for Jig as he continues to extend his massive supply lead. That army supply is just ridiculous. As Macro and Cheese is struggling just to hit 30 army supply. We're at 70 army supply for Jig and Rising. As nothing but Roaches on the production tab. +1 attack about to finish also for these Roaches. And so I expect him to time this out quite nicely to push across this map. Maybe even try to get this third killed again. Which workers are just now getting sent to this to start mining for Macro Cheese. It has been delayed for so long. Actually, I like this. Now those Lings might come into play, Element, as these Roaches are going to attack this third base. It'll pull the army out of position for Macro and Cheese. The Lings could get a run by if he does it. Well, we'll see. You know, he doesn't even need to, but he could.
Oh, the Macro is real here. No Banes. Oh, and Bane blows up on the Roach. Oh, not a big deal, I suppose.
No, that's a GG. GG is called. Jig takes game number 1 versus Macro and Cheese. Mac and Cheese is more kind of orangish yellow, but yellow's good enough. You get it gets the idea.
You know, it's you have to have a little bit of contrast between the green and the other color. Yeah. Some people colorblind, you know, orange, green. There's no difference.
It's all the same.
Yeah, all the same. So he's doing it for the people, really.
Well, kind soul.
Are we not playing these games on Solstice maps? Is that what I'm being told?
I know we're missing out, right?
Yeah.
I wish.
Alright, Bobby, I'm going to take this away because you don't seem to want to. In the top left corner, representing KD eaters all over the world, it is Macro and Cheese. Although, there's some areas where they don't call it craft dinner. And
well, because that's
those
a brand.
areas, they're wrong. What?
It's a brand.
No, I mean, it's still sold by Kraft, not called.
Oh,
I mean, it's like Band-Aid now. It's like Band-Aid now for us, right? They're bandages, but we call them Band-Aids.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying like Kleenex.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And Skidoo.
Like when I say I'm going to eat some macaroni and cheese, I don't say that. I'm going to eat some Kraft dinner. That's what I say.
Yeah.
And
I get it.
There's many areas where they...
Although I say mac and cheese a lot, though, too, so...
Well, yeah, but you came from an area of the world where we don't really accept anything you say is... as conventional.
You know what you're saying.
You're the least conventional person that I know.
You're a city kid. Okay? That's like saying that's like what the term in the United States would be called flyover country. That's what you're referencing to me as flyover. Country.
Yeah, basically.
Like
you don't stop there.
Well, that's such disrespect. Oh, that's so hilarious.
You don't even stop there anymore. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't trust city folk like you guys who like barely step foot outside a city, like doesn't even know what the northern lights are. And I'm not even talking about you directly, but because I think you have, because you actually spent time in the mountains or whatever. But
yeah, where was
I'm talking about
Nixon. Is it in the middle of national park?
Oh, that's great. Anyway, the intro for the other player Element. I don't even remember who you did. Oh yeah, Jig on the south east side of the map, guys. And there's already Lings heading across this map, doing some damage. In fact, that queen might fall, and it does. The Lings now just popping out for Macro Cheese, but these are speed Lings and more on the way. 10 in production for Jig, looking to try to close out this game. A sap Element. The second queen does join in on this battle, but all the Lings are gone.
Oh, God.
In fact, just gonna focus down these workers instead. Good call, in fact.
I like mac and cheese too, he says, but I can cheddar better.
And he says, nom, he's eating him alive, man. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, he loves it so much. Nom nom.
Yeah. Did you put milk in this? I don't taste the milk.
Well,
okay, here we go.
Lactose intolerant, I guess.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Oh wow, he actually gets a lot of his Lings surrounded though by mac and cheese. That's unfortunate right there. But the overwhelming numbers still prevailing for Jig. He's gonna take down a second queen. Now these, just gotta run away. I mean, he can't even get away. What are you gonna do? You may as well just dance with those drones at that point, or fight with them at the very least. They're sitting on top of these eggs. Of course, they want to get the lings as soon as they pop out. Trying to consolidate his lings is Macar and Cheese. He's in survival mode. Now, we do have a second base up and running behind this for Jig. He even has a spine crawler in defense just in case this went south on him. But,
well, it was as north as it could be, so it had to go somewhere. Probably south.
Well, and in order for him to be attacked, it would have to go south, Element. Yeah. I covered all my bases with that statement.
Yeah, it was north, and there's only one way at this point.
I mean, yeah, it's obvious. I mean, these things are self-evident.
Oh my god, there's more workers dying in the north. Oh,
wow. Well, let's hope for the best in this attack as Macar Cheese will make his way across the map with his large portion of these lings. What in the world is going wrong with my hotkeys? Anyway, there we are. As they're going to try to bust in, but the wall is complete. Element. We have a spine crawler in position. The queen at the front door. The best you can hope for is clear up some of these active creep tumors, perhaps. You poke in here at your own peril. Roach Warren is done. 6 roaches on the way for our Canadian Zerg. Although that being said, I don't know where Macar and Cheese is from, but I'm going to assume he's not Canadian. Swatchy is, and I just shamed him.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Chad C's working from a coffee shop today, so can't watch the video, but he's going to enjoy the chat. That's like really nice.
That's actually pretty awesome. Actually.
We need to get an audio channel out, like a radio broadcast.
The StarCraft podcast.
No.
Well, I mean, it's like a radio show. Yeah, I mean,
a radio
like
broadcast
live podcast.
Yeah, like actual radio.
Yeah.
You can get anywhere.
Well, I mean, but Element, I don't live in the 1700s. This is 1700s.
Did they have radio in the 1700s, Bobby? Are you
too far back, Bobby? I was just exaggerating, and then I went too far.
As always, going too far, Bobby. Awesome.
Yeah.
Doesn't know. Oh! Don't do it. You have much to live for. Don't.
Go for the scout. Oh. He wants to see. He confirms the gases. He confirms there's a lair on the way. Or Macar and Cheese. Macar and Cheese is trying to go for some other tech. I expect a Spire. It's already pretty much done for Jig. Even getting his queens in position to prevent Ling run-bys from doing any damage. Speaking of which,
god.
it's on its
Ling run-bys are going to do some damage, Bobby.
Hope for the best. Oh, the Lings are actually halfway across the map, so yeah, this will do some damage.
Hope for the worst. Hope for the worst.
I was hoping he had some Lings on the way, but or something for defense. They had a couple roaches, but they were not anywhere near.
As these roaches Bobby.
On the way across the map towards this natural base of Macar and Cheese. This is a 62 army supply to 26 of Macar and Cheese, and half his army were those Lings across the map, slowly making their way back in defense. But will that be enough to contend with these roaches, Element, as they have barreled their way down and eliminating those Banes, eliminating the rest of the Lings? Some roaches pop out just in the nick of time for Macar and Cheese, and pulling back is Jig. Interesting choice, considering he still has an overwhelming number out here. But playing the long game, I guess. Just gonna wait for his second contingent of roaches to join up together. Pretty much bigger, in fact, in supply than his initial attack. So this is looking to close out the game in short order. And well, I don't know, Element. We'll see. Well, if Macar and Cheese can get a good position, maybe if Jig, messes up big time. I don't see it happening, but either way, we do have a corrosive ball going down. Does miss, doesn't even matter, as this is an A move to win this game. Look to close out this series and move on in today's Filthy NA Cup is Jig as he pushes forward, limiting the rest of these roaches. That queen, in fact, is going to go down right away too, and that is all.
I don't see you.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, pretty much it. Oh, nice, good manner from Macar and Cheese. GG, well played! Exclamation point.
In the bottom right corner, taking out Macar and Cheese. Can he take out Semper? It is Jig. Now you have to introduce the player I just talked about. Go for it, Bobby. Wait a minute. Are you guys both from the French part of Canada?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a battle. Oh, my goodness. You take it away, Bobby.
Oh, they're
You're delaying too long here.
French. To the northwest side of the map, we have the purple Terran player. It is Semper. Yes, his command center still looks blue to me, but
Oh, God.
I had to look at his name tag. That's purple.
My monitor that isn't from the 1700s.
My monitor's fine. I actually fiddled with the settings. It didn't really make a difference,
Well,
but then again, I only fiddled. I didn't actually
I think it is.
put any effort. I've actually, because I have this awesome, I like my monitor. It's pretty good. I got it for a great price back
Except it
a
shows
couple years
purple
ago.
as blue.
That's
So
it's not really blue. It's blue-ish. It takes my eyes to adjust.
if you had to
also have
guess
a big
one or the other, is it blue or is it purple?
Oh, it's definitely
Probably
purple.
guess.
But because now my eyes adjusted to it. Because when we're starting a game, I'm talking, staring out the window, and it's like super bright, and then my eyes have to adjust when we're going into the game. It's actually my
Well,
fault
that's the
more than the
problem.
monitor's fault. Yeah,
What are you looking out the window for?
because it's
Everything you need to know is in chat or in the game.
well, it's also just straight above my monitor.
in the game. So here's the problem. Well, you have the window behind your monitor. This is even worse. Oh my god.
Well,
Wow. Worst possible way to set stuff up.
Okay.
Now here's the issue.
Well, I like it this way.
You spend
'cause I can
all
look inside.
time out of game looking out the window, and then as soon as we get into game, that's when you start looking at chat. Now I think it might be more efficient, or even just better.
Wow, that's
less
both.
missing.
Two things can be true at
stuff.
once. I do also look in chat when
Are
I'm
you looking
looking
out the window at chat? Do you have the chat box window open outside your window? Is that what you're telling me? Your second monitor out there? Huh? Yeah, I don't believe that.
Oh, this is Element just being illogical. Either way, what do we actually have happening in this game? We did talk about how they probably are both from French part of Canada, and I actually want to touch on that. Since we're both Canadian, we don't know French, so we're like, we're not from that part of Canada. And we're left out. Quebec, it's like a whole nother country almost.
Basically.
In many ways. Basically.
Pretty
Either way,
sure.
a lot of roaches
Yeah.
on the field element already for a Jig as he's heading across the map, in fact, with this little hit squad. See what kind of damage he can do to Semper. Maybe even try to stop the mining at this natural base that Semper has on this low ground. What do we have? Hellions on the way. We actually seen this before, Element, and it did not work out well for Semper, as you got all these roaches making their way across the map.
Oh my god, a third CC, Bobby. And there's exactly a couple units.
Actually, was it these two facing each other before, too? I don't even remember. I just know it was Semper versus the Zerg. And,
Well, it kind of just
a
dead
couple
here.
weeks.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't really...
I mean, there's nothing to counter these roaches. I mean, Hellions aren't going to cut it. You have a third CC that's done. Your tech lab is researching STEM that's not anywhere near done. Nothing's coming into the barracks.
Yeah, make a Marauder right now.
A Cyclone maybe, but...
Queue up the Marauder. Queue the Marauder. Queue the Marauder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's bothering attacking this...
Marauder.
Why is he bothering attacking this?
Marauder.
Why is he attacking the
how
orbital?
easy it would be for him to win, Bobby. That's why. Taking what he can get.
I guess so. I mean, you get some guaranteed damage. I mean, you know that thing can fly, so your damage is largely wasted. At least get a
Yeah, but
ID
sometimes... Oh, did you see Maru this morning?
Huh? No, I didn't watch that series. No, that's the one.
Well, then don't guarantee it, because he lost a CC. So
okay,
just like this. And that's one of the best players in the world, Bobby. So don't you tell me. Don't you tell me.
Okay, but when was it? Was it at the beginning of the game, or was it like later on? When did this happen?
Doesn't matter. Things can go wrong, Bobby. Things can go wrong.
It totally does.
Wrong.
Just messes with
can
the
go
element
wrong,
narrative.
Bobby.
Biggest liar.
Things can go wrong. Not a lie. It happened. I just didn't say I don't know at the time. If I knew the time, I'd probably tell you, but I don't know. It's what it is.
Either way, though, he managed to survive element. He did not die as you were calling it already, so...
Well, he should have.
He managed... He bought enough time if you went up the ramp, sure. Yeah. The guaranteed damage accomplishes nothing. Only about halfway down is this CC. He can repair that at any time. He has a bunch of Cyclones as well as Hellions already on the field. It has this... Oh, good scout off, too, with that Reaper. Gonna see that the... Well, nothing really. It just confirms that the lair is done at the very least. And so no surprises here. We're getting those double upgrades going down. Of course, the one for these roaches. Even Ravager's morphing in here as his third is being secured for Jig. So Jig does like this Roach Ravager play. I think we've seen that more often than any other composition from him in the short time we've become reacquainted with him in the StarCraft 2 scene. Ooh, losing that one Overlord. Nice hunting from Semper as he looks to move across the map, actually. Now, this is going to be a little bit risky play. I mean, it's not a large Terran force, but that being said, the force back at home is not that substantial for Jig either, as the army supplies are ahead for Jig. But if those Cyclones get some good hits on these pretty squishy Ravagers, they're just going to buy time throwing down corrosive balls. With the 3 Ravagers, you could cycle through that, no problem. And I don't think Semper wants to risk losing all this mech army that he has in the field right now for virtually no gain. And now he is, of course, just using this force, which is, its usefulness is going to die out over time, so he needs to find something to do with it. Killing these Overlords is a good start. Applying pressure towards the front of the Zerg's base is a nice follow-up as well. Oh no! Oh, keeps it alive. That's good. Well, good play from Jig.
Yeah.
Either way, that does chase back Semper. Again, these Hellions could be, maybe good for a run-by later on, and that's virtually it, as this is going to be a battle composition, which is something Semper does traditionally go by. His own third base is done. Nothing at all guarding it. As this Roach Force is pretty scary on it. Now, this is where the danger is for Semper, as his third base has to lift up and run away, unless Jig is just going to walk right by it. That's what it looks like. Could go straight for the Jugular, actually. I'm going to crash right into the natural base, throwing down some corrosive biles on top of that bunker. The bunker's going to go down. Only a few Marauders here on the field. Oh, the Hellions are super useless.
Stuff's
oh, no. Still in place. Forced to pull the boys here is Semper. He's desperate trying to hold on and eliminate this Roach Force, but the workers go down so quickly. Corrosive biles landing, and the Roaches still stand. GG is called. Semper takes game number 1. Did I say Semper? Yeah. I mean, Jig takes game number 1. My bad.
You said
right. Semper totally did not win.
Trying really quickly. So I don't know why I did this. I knew it wouldn't be good. Some things just, you don't poutine. But I bought pizza pockets. Pops.
Oh, the poutine ones?
Yeah. Terrible mistake.
Oh,
First off, it's not even really a poutine. It's like just some gelatinous material inside there.
With a light gravy.
Yeah, and it has the fry is more like maybe they're leftover hash browns, perhaps.
Yeah,
they couldn't sell or something. It's like a shred of a potato, not even cooked. And
yeah, I had those like last year.
Probably the worst thing I ever done.
They were
or purchases from a store like that.
Shame on Pillsbury.
I know, shame on Pillsbury. we had a trust going. I never had a bad pizza pop before that.
Yeah.
I bought every single flavor available that I could find. Even they had like barbecue ones going on before, and those were good.
Buffalo chicken's one of the best.
Yep.
Love that one.
And then they went to this. And I can't trust them anymore. I'm sticking to the flavors I know now.
Well,
never going outside of the box.
They tried something different. You know how static they were for flavors for decades, and then now in the last couple of years they tried something new. That one failed. Buffalo chicken worked. They had another different one too that worked.
I expect a certain level of quality assurance and checking before it reaches my face. And that did not happen this time. That did not occur this time. I was tricked. I was lied to. I was given a pop that was not tested and accepted by at least 9 out of 10 people. So yes, I do have a right to be mad, and I am very mad.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, man.
I'll not be accepting the story that they tried something different. Try something better next time.
I like it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Now this Reaper isn't going to get a whole lot done, but did see all the things he needed to see. No Roach Horn down early. No worry about that. No worry.
That's also element. Actually, side note, concern to that, when you said different, it reminds me of the saying, think different. I always thought that was weird. I always like the idea, think better. That's better. That makes more sense to me.
Who was that?
Anyway, we got this Reaper coming in.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was, oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was. Don't try to be different. Just try to be good. To be good is different enough. That's what the one that came out right when they were saying that was.
Oh, really?
Everybody was saying that one, and that's why the first ones didn't really take off. But Bob's all about thinking different in his MacBook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even the Pro either. You got like one of those plastic ones, don't you? Back in 1700s.
Don't know what you're talking about, actually. Anyway, we haven't done introductions element. Of course, the Zerg player to the southeast side of the map is Jig. And, of course, to the northwest side of the map, we have the purple Terran player. He's down one game, though. It is Semper. both from Canuckville, Canada.
Oh,
French
4 health Reaper.
Portion.
Oh, he will come back another day. Well, this is a safe wall up front. No Helens come through here.
Yeah, Helens poke in. It's like,
Bobby, there is poke on the way.
Nice.
I'd warn you before you see it actually killing stuff. You don't look at the production tab.
Well, with the cloak on the way, that could be pretty good so far. But there's so many queens on the field, Element. All he needs is a little bit of detection. Is he actually going to get that on the way?
All he needs is a little bit of detection, Bobby. Is all he needs.
All he needs.
Now,
I don't know, a spore. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah. A spore.
I mean, no lair.
A lair.
And he's... Okay. Well, it's too late now. Because the Banshee is on the field. It's already doing some damage. Spore going down now.
Yeah.
Not before some critical damage is going to get done. This is actually...
Pillsbury all over again.
This is Pillsbury.
They tell you one thing and then all of a sudden Cloak Banshee shows up. Kills your worker line. If he knew better, he could go down and actually kill someone.
Was that a spore he killed? Or no?
It was, yeah. It was a...
Either way, the second
what do you think, it was a spire or something? It was a spire!
I didn't click on it before it died. Either way, second one tried to go down.
Cloak Banshee! Oh, God.
Okay, he gets one
Weird,
queen.
we have to tell the Cloak Banshee. The Cloak Banshee.
This is stealing a lot of mining time, too.
Look at this Reaper! Giving no cares. Right in there. Wow.
Such a hero.
That was good. Yeah.
Brave.
Hero of time.
Oh, we just got a resub element. K2K Star resub for 3 months. Says, Bob, I always loved you, but you talking about barbecue chicken, you've made this black man happy. Still love you too, Element. But Bob, love you, Bob. Keep talking about chicken, Bob.
Oh, God. Yeah, we gotta throw that one up on stream. I didn't see it up on stream. I'm gonna
That's a good message. I like how he says it too. That's like perfect.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna
it's Bob.
Repeat that really quick.
Bob, I love you, Bob. Keep talking about chicken, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Love it, Bob.
Oh, I'd love to talk about chicken. I could talk about chicken all day, man. I have lots of opinions.
That's pretty good. That is good. Thank you, K2K Star. Enjoy that guy's channel myself. And
for the continued support. 3 months, man.
Continued support, exactly. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
Well, anyway, Element, this game, Semper does have a significant lead just because of that economic damage he did, catching Jig completely off guard with that Cloak Banshee. Now, he does have a Hellion Force poking towards his newly forming third base. Will be chased away by the Queens. One thing Jig does have going for him, Element, is this pretty incredible creep spread. And, that's something. That's all I got going for him right now, as the army is looking, the composition at the very least for Semper is looking pretty terrifying. There's his tank, a good number of stimmed bio, medevacs for support. The creep spread I'd like to see start getting punished a little bit more, though. Yes, the architecture of the map does make that a little bit more hard for the Terran, as they have to go through this choke point unless they clear these rocks or just drop into this side of the map. A lot of Banelings though on the field. Good pre-spread here from Jig, anticipating a potential push forward from Semper, which is likely inevitable. But we do have that third base now being mined. Work is being made over here for Semper, as he himself is looking to continue, perhaps just to sit back for now. Although usually when a player secures a third base, they're pushing across the map. Really, now he's going to do so. But I guess he's afforded himself the ability to sit back without doing so from his Banshee damage. And now he's going to push forward. I mean, what is here? What is here?
Speed's still pretty far away, Bobby. 2 tanks there. Very well positioned as well. I think at the very least he's going to lose this base. But could lose his army too for us to stop us too early. Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, he's going to crash in. This is actually a pretty good choke point here. The Ling's getting right atop of those tanks. The Banelings are so slow though. Focus him down. Oh, he's just going to run away. He goes off creep. The tank's still putting a little bit of work, but now the Queens are left exposed. Nothing left here to deal with this bio. Since all the Banelings are gone, a couple Lings are squeaking their way out, but not before this third base will fall. Queens trying to focus down that Marauder. That is not exactly... I mean, what are they going to focus down on? GG is called. And that... you're using those transitions? Oh, you're using the...
Sometimes.
Stuff. Page
those are the sweetest ones.
Oh, those are so
There's the sound with it.
Oh, the
so
font. Why did you do the sound
the
to anything?
So, guys, we need to know.
Like, you didn't even change the font.
Do you like this sweet, powerful sound? Just blowing it in there.
You can add the sound to any
transition. No, it's got to have the speed, the quickness, the slickness.
Those transitions are longer than the ones I made.
No. It's not about the length. It's speed, Bobby. Speed.
Well, you just said it. You just said speed.
No. That's what I'm saying. Speed. Yes.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
You can be fast and still take a long time to get there, Bobby. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, now he's just bending words to nonsense. Anyway, we're in this game now, guys.
No. You don't seem to understand, Bobby, but that's okay. I didn't expect you to understand. Take away the intros, Bobby.
All right. To the southeast side of the map, we have the green Zerg player. It is Jig. And to the northwest side of the map, we have the purple Terran player. It is Semper of OSC Root Gaming. All right. What do we got coming out of Semper? Just the fast EC. Gonna get sent his Reaper across the map. See exactly what he can on towards Jig's side of things. Nothing too crazy here so far on Cactus Valley, of course. All right. Well, as this game starts to formulate its way through, yeah, that's something interesting. I guess this could be talked about in the scene for a bit too, with DKIM no longer on balance. But I mean, the thing is, though, I was talking about this yesterday.
End of an era.
StarCraft is so good right now. Yeah, it is an end of an era for sure. But I mean, StarCraft is so balanced. I mean, you did good. You did good. I mean, this game is a really good state. Yeah,
you finished.
As far as I'm, pretty much. I mean, there might be a little tweaks here and there, maybe, but right now,
the real question is,
statistics don't really show it. So.
Where is he going? Where is he going?
Well, he said he's working on another. He said he's working on another game at Blizzard.
Yeah. Which game?
I don't know.
Which game would you work on?
I'm just waiting for the element. Just waiting for your questioning.
You know, you're gonna leave StarCraft, something else he likes. It's got to be something he likes more, or maybe something new, maybe something crafty as well. Perhaps there's a war involved.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
Beforehand,
sure.
1, 2, or 3. Maybe there's
I don't still believe it. I don't believe there's another Warcraft ever coming out. I just don't see it.
What? Obviously, there's another Warcraft. That's
never in our history of mankind will there be another Warcraft element. Either way, we do have
in our history. What is it?
History?
What?
Yeah, in the history
in the future of mankind.
Of mankind.
In the history, there's already been other Warcrafts, but there won't be another one. You can't go back and make a new one, Bobby.
There will be nothing in the future. Oh, look at this. We got a drop going on here. In fact, with an Overlord drop with roaches inside. Okay.
Yes. That's what I am enjoying.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. Well, we'll see how this catches Semper off guard. What is Semper doing this game, Albert? He's just as built, no third CC right away. So I guess that's a bonus. No super fast third CC.
It's like seeing two Overlords fly by. So they're dropping each other, by the way.
Yeah. We have the drop heading towards the south side of the map, as well as a little bit of pressure at the front door with these Hellions and their lone Reaper. That drop is still a long way away, though, for Jig, despite the speed Overlords. And now the drop is going to enter in towards this natural base. Ooh, a lot of workers being pulled off the line. The mine gets a hit, but I think it's just a single drone goes down.
Just one. Yeah, a couple. Oh, it's already taken quite a few hits on this medevac. Yeah, that Overlord drop is still going, guys. It hasn't reached the base yet, so don't think the Bobby's missing it. We'll get it. We'll get it. All the workers being pulled here to defend, and does clean up all of the Marines at the cost of Bobby. Let us know. Keep it lost tab.
Either way, the roaches are actually jumping in towards this main base now. Completely caught off guard is Semper, forced to pull his workers offline. And what does he have back at home, Element? Where did the Liberty go? I think it's all the way across the map already, and the Hellions are here trying to fight with the boys. Trying to make some happen. He gave him Micro with. He is going to do so. Micro with his.
Stand and bang. Stand and bang. Oh, it's 1-1 score right now, guys.
It is. Yeah. Either way, it's looking pretty dire for Semper, guys. Really creative play from Jig as he's looking to try to close up this game. Oh, look at the Micro.
Has he lost a single? Not a single roach has died yet.
Wow.
Oh, God! Oh! Insult to injury. I'm just going to heal right back up. Where's your Reapers now, bro?
Speaking of injury.
God.
Healing up
Massive.
all nice are these roaches.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
I can just get up and fight.
A single tank. You should have burrowed on it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Medevac!
There it
do
is.
your job, Medevac! Okay.
Oh, it does, too!
Gosh, because, I mean, we've seen Overlords do it. If a Medevac can't... Oh!
Wow!
There goes Semper.
Jig!
Well, that was good.
What a
I enjoyed
play.
that play.
Was very, very good.
Alright, Bope.
Alright, Helmet.
Okay, wait, hold on. So if I put this on your screen... Let me just check this out really quick. Picture number 4. Move around a little bit.
Alright, moving around.
Interesting. Oh.
Oh,
I guess... Okay, that makes more sense. Right. Got it. Okay. And so now... Okay, perfect, actually. I like this, yeah. It'll work.
Alright. Take your word for it, Helmet.
Take it away, Bobby.
Alright then, to the south. West side of the map, we have the green Zerg player. It is Jig.
Alrighty.
And in the southeast side of the map, we have the orange Zerg player. It is Cybercat.
Now, this is the type of orange we'd like to see on Kraft Dinner and Cheese.
Macaron cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
I know
is
what I'm
more
eating
like,
after this.
more the color. you know it's on sale, Giant Tiger.
Is that the brand name though, or?
Yeah, brand name stuff.
The only one I can eat that's not brand name is... Oh, what just happened to all the workers? What are they doing?
Yeah, it's a little, I don't know. I think I'm here to see it.
Yeah. Not on those lanes crossing the map. Or this Reaper coming across either. I mean, not Reaper. Overlord.
Reaper. We'll just follow these links until they make their way. This is quite a healthy number of links, too. We'll see what Jig does have. I prefer the suspense element. I'm not going to check Jig's base. I'm going to wait and follow these links. Oh, you're right.
You're not being given the ability to ruin that for us. Oh, boy. Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sirree. Where's
Good
this
thing
Overlord?
I'm still following those links now, Bane's element. Alright, so what do we have on the field to defend against this for Jig? He does the queen on the low ground. Sending some worker here. Does he even know what's happening? That's the question. I mean, you can't defend something he doesn't know is going to happen. Oh, no. Oh. Okay.
Super hard leg.
Okay, well, that's important. Cybercat's the one initiating this attack, so obviously he wants to get this done right. This makes sense. Let the lag spike go down a bit. Cannot fault him for that. I mean, this is a one-base play, right? And now that fact is scouted by Jig. He has that Overlord.
Yeah, 76.
You have no hatch
seconds
right now. There's got to be a one-base play. And there's a bunch of banelings right on his front door. Now, the question of what we've seen in attacks like this before, is sometimes if all those banelings go off without killing enough, I mean, because not a lot of lings here to follow up currently here for Cybercat. So he has to get really, really good hits with those banes. And even...
3, 2, 1 it, Bobby. 3, 2, 1 it, Bobby.
How do I do that?
You gotta unpause. Just type 3, 2, 1.
They can't see what I say. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it me? Is it me?
It's not me.
Ah.
Oh, that's great. Why would it be me? I'm never the referee. Either way, the attack is going to happen now for Cybercat as he crashes in towards this main base. I like it. Going to forego the natural right into the main, as this is a very vulnerable part here in Jig's base. Oh, the Banes! Oh, he just
my God! He wants to keep him alive as a deterrent to the lings.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about too. It's like if you lose all your Banes so
blow
early.
Blow it down! Oh, yeah!
Okay, one.
Oh, boy.
Keeping the next three alive.
You can blow another one. There we go.
Yep. That's what we need to do.
Oh, the queen takes 2 out, though. But also going to pay with her life in doing that.
All right, so does he have more banelings? 4 more on the way. No more lings, though, across the map. So these 4 banes have to do a whole lot. But now there's a couple lings already on the field here for Jig. As he's going to try to focus him down. And focusing him down, he will
close.
Oh, well, it doesn't even matter. He can just get it down with the 1 ling. Even has his own baneling in defense already does Jig. So by the time these lings for Cybercat make his way across the map, I truly believe Jig is going to be more than fine here. barring some sort of massive blunder. That's it. GG's called. Jig takes game number 1 versus Cybercat.
The location. All right, Bobby, let's take this one away once again.
All right, Element. To the southeast side of the map, we have the orange Zerg player. It is Cybercat.
Oh, yes.
And to the northwest side of the map, we have the green Zerg player. Up 1 game. It is Jig. All right. Cool stuff. Oh, man. So much can be said about... Oh, no. I'll save it for later. Oh, nothing. Train of thought I'll continue on later, of course.
Can I have a little bit of
I want to take stock of this game, of course, and this series. So with that 1-0 lead here for Jig so far, in ZVZ Element, as a ZVZ master yourself, what's your preferred build? Of course, what do you like to take?
Well, you're the ZVZ master.
Or do you like to play the macro build? Well, I'm good at one thing in ZVZ Element, and that's all inning all day. Now,
I still use lots of lurkers in my ZVZ.
You do? Okay.
But I don't do what some people. Well, I'll go roaches. And I'll do lurker drops. And the thing is, usually you're facing off against lurkers. And if you drop a lurker, I'd say 9 times out of 10 I kill the queen right away. And then my overlord can just sit there, and as soon as the roaches get there, I just pick up. And the speed overlords, by the way. Pick up and get out. And then I just, sit right behind the base. The only time this is a problem is when it's mutas, but if I'm already in Hydra tech, not much of a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a problem because it deters my harass, but you basically just sit behind the base and drop in when they're not there and pull out when they're there.
Interesting.
And pretty good. Pretty good indeed.
I think that's a good point too. I like lurkers, and I don't think they're utilized a whole lot, or enough rather, in pro games.
Well, when they are utilized, it's like an all aboard type thing. And I don't do that. I might make one back at home or something.
Oh, I did that yesterday versus a Protoss player? Yeah, it was a Protoss player I played yesterday, and I totally did that. Just
well, Stefano did it against sort of won that series. That was one of the sweetest series, by the way, or the ending game there.
I didn't know
what I'm talking about, right, Bob?
That was when he qualified in the WCS EU.
You say you didn't watch it?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it.
We casted it.
What? The Stefano versus sort of? The one that happened yesterday? Didn't it happen yesterday?
We casted
we actually?
Series, Bobby. What are you talking about? Of course we did.
Well, because you're talking about like something that happened yesterday, I thought.
No, there was no WCS yesterday. Sort of was already out because we casted the game. We went to game 3, and oh my god, Bobby.
Well, my mind is like thinking you're talking about something that happened yesterday. I'm like, no, I didn't see this, and I assumed it was WCS.
We're not discussing this any further, Bobby. Dear Lord. Oh, I didn't see that one.
Well, could have sworn you said yesterday, but I could be wrong. We got big bailing hits going down though on both sides. Yeah. It looks like Jig got the better of it though.
Oh my god!
Attack at the natural. Oh wow!
Cybercat is so much trouble here. Morphing a couple banes though, I think Jig just start 1 or 2.
I mean, it's that bailing hit. Highly real worthy bailing hit actually. Element. I'm not sure if you caught that. Probably did. As the pretty much was the great. Put the great advantage here for Jig as he continues on this attack at the natural base. Trying to focus down with that natural.
Oh! Might have him locked in here. Split the banes. Split the banes like Bob in 2011.
You mean like no splits whatsoever? Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, now that I think more about it, I'm like, yeah, I remember this. When we cast it, sort of. I was so impressed with Stefano for...
It was the craziest game, Bob. I went to the very end. There was one lurker, there was an overseer, there was a bunch of queens dropped. I know. Like, I don't know.
And then he lost 2 lurkers, and then he only had the 1 left. And then he was repositioned.
Well, he didn't build the 2 lurkers in time. He took a while for some reason.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they were still morphing in, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Classic Bob.
Well, context helps. I mean, when I realized...
It was the game. I'm saying it's one of the best games. Ugh. How can you forget? Like, if I mentioned that game, you should know which game it is because of how good it was. It was crazy.
I was still thinking about games that might have happened yesterday that I didn't see.
Oh goodness! There were no games yesterday.
Oh, it's too good. Anyway, we do have a little bit of ring run by attempt here from Cybercat. I guess shut down ultra fast. We do have some Lings poking at that newly forming third base of Cybercat, but some Banes are going to come in. That's a little bit of an unfortunate waste, actually. I mean, using 2 Banes on just a couple of Lings. What he needed to do, because all his Lings are on the left side of the map, trying to find an opening here to punish Jig, but walls up on either side. A lot of units ready here with the Roach count continuing to rise for Jig as is mining nicely off his third base. It's desperation right now Cybercat is feeling. You can just tell he's trying to make something happen. Now back at home, his third base is almost going to finish, but it's, economically speaking, it's almost irrecoverable at this point, as we're nearly double the supply in favor of Jig. The army count, don't look at the army count if you're sensitive to such things. And I suspect a big push is going to happen in short order for Jig. And yeah, the Roaches are already moving their way across the map, and that's not even everything. He has more Roaches on the way, and this expeditionary force can probably take this game. We have Lings in production to follow this up as well for Jig, where there is a Roach Warren that's not even done in the production for Cybercat. So I suspect as soon as he sees these Roaches do take out these Banes and Lings, he's going to GG out. So that's pretty much it. GG, well played. Jig takes the game and the series. So well played from both players, but Jig was just too much.
Left corner, Bobby. He is playing the blue Zerg color. It is Shammy Boy. Oh, yes.
Wow. I'm going to get a seizure from your camera movement.
You might, Bobby, but in the bottom right, he is known as the Destroyer of Worlds, the man who doesn't care about holes in the walls. It is Seigifried. Oh, boy.
That's great.
Holds like a god no matter what. Holds
you're using
like
the amateur hour transition still.
Holds
Element didn't change.
Like a god.
So sad.
No matter what.
Of course.
Pretty funny.
Oh, Element.
Is that Bobby?
I'm like, that's why you're using saying you use the amateur hour transition.
You pressed over there, Bobby? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying some of the buttons you're not pressing over there are too hard to not press?
I mean, if I could, I would, but you don't give me
buttons
to press.
You saying...
You've made this clear.
Yeah, well, that's the worst problem.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't worry. We'll swatch out the font. We'll swatch out the font too. It'll be fine. Anyways, Bobby, in the bottom right corner, we have a second gas going down on a pylon. If we see a pylon to the south, I believe it'll be a Stargate type play. But if we don't, we're going to go into them Adept Glaives type building. The Neeblet. Going full Neeblet.
That's the best way. I mean, Drogo's going that route, and look at his results, better than ever. Right now, he's doing quite well for himself by going full Neeb. Well, he tried going for a Blink Stalker kind of style for a bit, and then he kind of fell off. After his big DreamHack win, was it last year, I guess? And then he
just like Beer Dragon.
Yeah, yeah, he fell off a bit, and now he's going full Neeb. And I mean, look at him, and he's training in Korea as Drogo, and man, he's so good. I gotta appreciate his dedication to his craft and getting better, and all those guys, the foreigners training in Korea, doing their thing now, taking this seriously to step up their game to the best of their abilities, because a lot is on the line. There's so much money available in WCS system this year. I mean, you ought to do yourself a favor and put in that effort like those guys are doing. I mean, you don't have to go to Korea to become the best, but it sure does help.
Does indeed. This Adept can take a little bit of damage here. He's always taking damage though, so no big deal.
I enjoy taking damage.
Bobby, how is this looking for you? This is what I wanted to know.
It looks good. I like it. I can see the chat nicely. Pardon me. Yeah, everything looks pretty good.
Chat's fairly clear for you?
Very clear, yeah.
I might attempt 1080p feed to you. In fact,
I wouldn't. Why would I need that? I don't need 1080p feed to me.
But you can try, you're saying?
No, because I don't have the screen full anyway. Why would I?
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, it's just a test for other times. For other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
A potato internet, I wouldn't trust it.
Oh, right, your potato. Yes. Never mind. I don't think you have this much download. In fact, I'm surprised you're able to do what you're doing so far.
Yeah. No, I think I have just enough. Either way, full wall off here from Seigifried.
Daunted. Sent in a big 10 sheet. My dreams are real because SC2 is real. Oh,
well,
making our dreams real is what you're doing.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
Wow, well said, Element. Thank you so much, Daunted232, for that 10 sheet. Making dreams real. right here, right now, supporting the channel. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot to us. I mean, when we're getting subs, donations, that it's the fuel in the engine here for us. It allows us to continue doing more and more. But I'll talk more about that later on. We have a big attack happening as these Debs are trying to make their way to this third base of Cham. Cham does have a pretty good number of roaches, even a Ravager here too. But looks like he's trying to distract. Oh, there's so many roaches. They're pay to win skin roaches too. I don't know how much this is actually going to accomplish. Even pulling back his workers, not willing to lose a single drone is Cham. And I don't think he's going to lose one at all either, too, Helmet, as some of these adepts will go down before they get away. And that shuts it down. So good defense from Cham. Takes significant supply lead as he continues to build units. So he might go for a counterattack, in fact, as 16 Lings are on the way and rising. As just the Roach Ravager count right now is getting pretty terrifying.
Gonna get that new sponsor in there. He's sliding one in, Bobby. I see. What's going on in the blue base, Bobby? Cham's base. Cham's base. No.
Oh, you're. Oh, I didn't know.
Bob, not seeing the DTs. Oh my goodness.
I saw the Dark Shrine
happening. Oh boy. DTs go down in the left base, but this one does not live. I think he's gonna lose his hatch. I don't think. Can we take a structures tab up, Bobby? Structures tab, please. Pull it up, Bobby. There it is. Thank you. Yeah, there's no layer yet. 4 hatches. That's all. So. Gonna lose one of those. Can't make any mobile detection, so can't save it. Now there is a big counterattack happening on the side, Bobby. You can get that up, thank you. Bob, the observer today, I guess.
Either way, we do have a big attack, as I wanted to point out. Force field going down, but it's only going to delay the inevitable double Photon over Russell. Trying to put in the work. A lot of these roaches do go down, but not before the Lings flood in and take out the rest of these workers. Are there any defensive Dark Templars here? That'd be nice. I mean,
that's weird.
Oh, there's one.
He has no detection.
There's one.
Okay, there's one, Bobby.
But they can only do so much. That's the real thing. I mean, how much? I mean, all your workers are going to be dead by the time that DT kills everything else. Oh, the 2 Immortals are here now, but trying to get a good position, but the Lings are right on top of them. Actually finding a pretty decent nook there. It does Seigifried, so his defense is respectable. In fact, the supplies are coming together somewhat here, Element, but it's just that worker count. 8 workers left on the field for Seigifried. Now, his army supply is quite a bit ahead of Cham, although he has a very, very low health Immortal, so its effectiveness is somewhat negligible at this case.
Barrier Bob, he's good to go.
Yeah, well, those 3 DTs are still putting in work, though. It was kind of a scrappy game here. I don't mind Seigifried's position if he does some sort of attack, because his army supply is still so much ahead of Cham. He could probably just go ahead and kill Cham here, especially with this amount of DTs and the mortals.
That's murder, Bobby. Can't do that. It's against the law.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Let's go ahead and kill Scum. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's actually allowed.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, for goodness sake, it's just a game, Bob.
Out in the country where Bob is from, heads off chickens and such. Maybe that's
like
just
the cold, hard streets of rural Manitoba.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's already lost. I've seen Mortal Kombat enough times to know. Finish him. Oh, God.
All right, so it looks like Seigifried is indeed going to go for the attack element with these Immortals, a few Sentries, and a couple Archons, too. Looks like a counterattack is on the way for Cham. If he could get in... Oh, he's actually going to meet some Sentries. Oh, no! Some Sentries caught it in the middle of the map. But they do get some force fields down and actually force off a lot of these Lings. Now,
Helmet delay.
Yeah.
What is to come?
But the spawning pool goes down as this attack. There's nothing here to defend against this. We have a lair morphing in. The spine crawl is going to go down. Only a queen here. All these workers are super dead unless they run away super fast. But these Lings will come in, try to get surrounded. Nice force field, but their mortals will reap some damage there too. Even getting the queen. Its carcass slides down that ramp, all slimy-like element. Now this third base is really the last haven of defense for Cham, and he's going to hold down here as his own natural base goes down. His main is super vulnerable. A lot of his tech is here as well. The Roach Horn, I'd like to see that focus down immediately.
Wow. Yeah, he's going to lose that. I mean, that's...
I'd
that's just
the
way it is. Things will never be the same.
But the natural base, the Lings are in. More double Photon over Russell going down. But even those Lings, their effectiveness is limited. There's not a lot here to kill in the main base. I think he notices that too.
Dark Templar Shrine.
Dark Shrine. I mean, he's not even doing that. I mean, I'd like to see a warp in of something just to kill the Lings.
That pylon's pretty nice already. But
one Dark Templar is morphing in. He's got to eventually clear that out. So the real story is going to be this attack. That's quite a few Ravagers on the field with the Queen support element.
Can you get Bobby? Give us that music. Thank you. Well,
either way, so
died there.
Yeah, kind of did.
Where's the Dark Templar down here?
On the field. Thing is, if he killed
Take that
when
music
he was
off, Bob.
killing that natural base element, if he took out the roach horn first instead of focusing down the hatch, which was useless at this point, then those roaches to build those ravages wouldn't have been made because he's actually making them at this third base while that base is being attacked. And this is actually what set Seigifried behind. And it looks like Cham's going to try to take this game.
Right? Yeah, this will be a GG here.
Yeah.
Count it, Bobby. Give me 5 seconds. Give me a 5 count. Give me it.
5
count, Bobby.
4, 3, 2,
No.
1.
I mean, you know what? It's Seigifried, right? We've seen holes in the walls and winning anyways. So
Yeah.
this
He
doesn't.
defies all conventions,
Yeah.
element.
Yeah.
But the Lings are going to come into this natural base, trying to replenish some of his workers. Was Seigifried, but even warping in
I mean,
another
Overseer
DT.
here will come in once this layer finishes up. I just don't know what he can do after that.
No. I mean, it was a good idea. I mean, he did so much right, did Seigifried. Well, it's just a couple mistakes here.
Great. Other
little
than,
things.
yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, unfortunate. But either way, that means he's really playing strong, and he could definitely take out Cham in the next 2 games if he plays like he did in this game with a few modifications. And then, there could be hope for Seigifried here, as we do have those DTs making their way across the map. As Elmet did point out, though, with the lair done, we already have Overseers on the map. A large force moving across here for Cham. I suspect as soon as Seigifried sees this inevitable doom, he may just GG out, especially when the Overseer joins in with his force. Where's that Overseer? Far behind, but it's almost here. At this point, trying to get some free kills, but down to 26 supply is Seigifried, holding in here like a boss, even splitting up his DTs.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
Well, when behind. Well, I don't know, Bob. This is a tall order.
When behind.
It's a grande.
GG, I guess.
That tastes pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I think every time I eat kimchi. I have kimchi in the fridge right now too. Every time I eat it, it's like, you
Not
what?
to mention your K-pop, Bobby. Not to mention your K-pop.
And K-pop. Why?
Kimchi and
If I
K-pop?
listen to anything, it's either not documents, like lectures and stuff for learning, or it's K-pop. It's one or the other.
For the
when I'm playing
learnings?
StarCraft. Yeah, I always like to learn. I'm always listening to something to learn every day. Some professor lectures or something.
Really use that information. Yeah, though.
It's like, too bad you can't retain the information. Actually, that's the sort of things my memory is pretty good at, though. Maybe not StarCraft games.
Yeah, then it comes to the game that happened yesterday. You're like, what game? Where? Who?
Well, it didn't happen yesterday.
I know, that's the best part, though.
Yeah.
Because did it, Bobby? Did we cast
I know, but-
yesterday? What was it if we did?
Because you're making me think it was. And I kept, speaking of forgetting, I keep forgetting what I wanted to talk about. We'll do it after these player intros for real this time, though, Element. So let's get into this one here and now, Element. To the north, east side.
Right top corner, Bobby. Playing the blue Zerg. It is Shammy Boy.
Uh-huh. All right, then, Element. To the southwest side of the map, we have the orange Protoss player. It is Seigifried.
Oh, yes. I was gonna.
I'm just so unsure of if you're gonna steal it from me. Oh, it hurts my soul.
Don't do it again.
Anyway, Helmet, so back to what I want to say. GSL, you mentioned it earlier on in today's cast. Okay, when I was watching the Alive vs. Innovation series, there's so much action happening all over the map. And why? Because these players are madness. They're absolute robots. They're throwing drops everywhere, especially Alive. He's incredible with his drops. Just watch that just watch that series, guys. You have to watch it. Now, anyway, there's so much action going on, and the casters, obviously Artosis and Tasteless, could hardly, keep up with what's going on. The observer can only watch one engagement at a
You're
time.
telling me they
and
use
the
some
main-
technology that perhaps some
Yes.
people have available to them.
And my biggest issue was sometimes, and it wasn't even just that series, some other series too, like when something interesting happened, like a mine hit, but there's also engagement happening on the side of the map. They don't stay for the whole hit of the mines, and then the observer leaves to see the engagement happening on the side of the map. I'm like, but those are the juicy mine hits. Like, you need to see those. Like, a whole mineral line was obliterated. You didn't even see it.
You're telling me what they need to have is the ability to see two separate locations at the same time. What you're saying?
Yes, Element. Yeah.
Also, maybe perhaps they could re-pull up those, juicy mine shots. Slow it down a bit, give us a chance to actually
Do we have an
enjoy
example? I mean, so people know what we're talking about, production? Do we have
of two tabs up at once? Is that what you're asking?
Or yeah, something like I could see like not just what's happening, but also something else that may be happening in the same game, or even from another game.
The worst time to ask because, as I said earlier, production didn't get the second computer into the game.
So well, that's terrible.
Thanks for setting us up to fail.
Or production set us up to fail. We're no better than everybody else.
Damn it, Rob. Not again.
Why did we fire Dave, Element?
Yeah, Susie said shouldn't fire him, but HR.
Well,
sometimes
that's
you just
terrible timing. Well, you did have highlights up, though. I saw on the picture.
Oh, I messed that one up. Okay. Well, by me I mean Chadwick and Cheswick. He'll be let go, so don't worry about that.
That's funny. I wonder if anybody will get that reference, Robert Cheswick, and then they go to Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's the best part. Oh my god. Oh, goes down. Does
the
Oracle. And this queen's actually gonna kill the Stasis Wardy too. Wardy, nice. Never forget. Oh, that's sad. Ling gets to live though. It's a good part. Oh, or does he?
No, he's going back for more. Does the Void Ray. Oh.
2 kills on this bad boy now. Remember when we went to the OSC page to see who the casters were or whatever? And they used Robert Cheswick.
Oh, it was in their release. It was in their. Oh, it was on the. Yeah, it was on the Wikipedia. That's right.
Listing of the list of casters. Did Sidestorm use Robert Cheswick too or no?
I think maybe yeah.
Oh,
did they? I don't know. I know. I'm pretty sure it's OSC under list of casters, and then it said Robert.
I think Sidestorm has
Robert, Bobby, Austin, Cheswick,
Jeremy, and Bobby for Sidestorm.
Yeah. That was like the long-term troll from Element.
I didn't mean for them to pull that one out. I just made a look.
It happened anyway. Like that was. You guys know what we're talking about. Look at Bobby Awesome. I guess it might show up on Wikipedia, and you'll know. That's not my name. That's up there.
And they were removing that account because I was trolling.
You put that up like years ago too. It was like 3 years ago.
They said they were removing the account because it was it was a troll, not real. And then I guess they just never did. So shame on them. Shame on them. I mean, a couple loiterers out now, 2 more coming into, and we've also got the bacon on the way. Fleet Origin. I'm liking this. Liking it.
Okay. So with the bacon of Fleet Origin already done, Element, what are you thinking?
Yes.
What are you thinking? I think, carriers?
There's a Mama Core. Mama Ship.
Mother Ship. Without Planet Cracker ability, it's pretty much useless.
Oh my Nidus. Oh boy. This is how you do it. That's how you get her done. What do you think, Bobby?
Get it done fast.
Oh, top left corner. Interesting.
Well, that's...
Queens? Now here's the thing, Bobby. Mothership, I think her energy completely resets when she warps in. But you get the cloak. So what do? You want the overcharge for the pylon? Do you cancel? Or do you let this continue? In fact, I don't even know if it has enough time to finish up.
It's a long ways off.
Already taking shots. Oh my god.
There, force the cancel
Mothership
too.
Core. Take one more shot at the Mothership Core. Oh, it doesn't do it. That's painful.
Oh, actually retreating fully is Cham.
Well,
wow.
because there's a Nidus in the main, Bobby. Retreating nowhere. Going deeper in. Oh my. Come on, transfuse. There it is. Transfuse once again. There it isn't. Didn't happen. Queen died.
Oh, but either way, this is overwhelming force.
Ability. High Templar's gonna be warped in here to get the energy away from these queens. Lots of spores going down. Oh my god.
All the Void Rays are done too. GG's called.
Good luck,
wow.
Jig.
Domination from Cham. He just had none of it. The main tone.
I know, I changed it. I changed it. We didn't have energy, didn't have enough passion in there. So I said, you know what? Gotta change some things.
No, I like
what I'm starting with.
That's not.
Those are just so good, so good. In chat, can we get a vote on how good that is? So good.
That's Element's foray into that. I've been working on these things for such a long time, and then he goes and undoes everything I've done.
You know what? I've actually got the better things.
No, I disagree. I think it's amateur. Anyway, guys,
for amateur hour,
our production, our production arguments. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
well, here's
nobody
the other
understands
one.
what we're saying.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here's mine. Speed, remember, speed, power, fluidity.
These are all just
All of it.
Words that don't make sense.
At once. All of it at once. Just remember it. How it makes you feel is more important than everything else. The feeling you get from it. Just look. There's mine. Oh, yeah. Zooms in a little bit. Draws you into it. Now here's Bob, and this is kind of like, maybe like 2003 or something. This might go up. Well, I'll throw it up just for you guys anyways. Kind of got like the shadows there are a little pixelated and stuff like that. And, you know, it's kind of muted and no energy there, no sound. It's just, you know, one more time. Can we just, look at this, guys. Comes in. Oh, didn't even want to play the last time, fortunately. All right, Bobby.
Anyway, no sound because you added
left
sound.
corner, in the green color, it is Jiggy Boy, and to the right side of the map, Bobby, in the corner, in the corner, it is the blue Zerg player, Shammy Boy. Oh yes, Jiggy Boy and Shammy Boy.
They're cousins, I guess.
Yeah, long lost.
Oh, guys. Anyway, this is the finals. Best of 5 here for the Filthy NA Cup. Again, I've already expressed my joy for doing this event, and I really, really do mean that. Great event. We're also partnered, of course, with Psystorm Gaming to be doing a variety of events, such as these, for casting and so on and so forth. And it's a great privilege to be a part of it. We do have a little skirmish in the middle of the map as a little Ling knife fight going down. He's getting better. Jig! Oh, Jig survives with 2 Lings as he makes his way across the map. That's a huge deal, Element. Look at that massive supply lead he has. Oh, Banelings too. Actually, kind of is a big deal if you have 2 Banes on the way now. What do we have? A couple of greens ready on the front door of his natural base for Cham. A couple Lings already on the way, but... well, I mean, 2 Banes are nice, but there's nothing here to support them. So these 2 Lings could just have... Yeah, look at this. He already scouts them out. And it's going to be a waste of gas if they get taken out.
Ruku says... Oh, these Banes. Watch this for a second.
Oh, he keeps both of them alive.
Ruku says after a whole year of rude comments towards Element, go for many more. Bob is kind of rude to me most of the time.
Wow.
But,
I've never said it.
I deal with it because I do like this channel so much. Oh my god, pretty nice bailing hit there. Let me get off Bob's view for a second. There we go. Real deal. It looks like he's pulling back, or is he gonna double down? Doubling down. Oh wow. That sandwich from KFC.
We have a little move out from Cham.
Oh, please! Oh, yeah! Oh, boy! Oh, double us! Oh, then a whiff.
No.
Oh.
A little bit.
Production will get that up for us in a second here. When we get a second.
Gives Jig a little bit of momentum, but he's,
Production! Oh, wow. Like that sandwich from KFC.
We have a little move out from Cham.
Oh boy, that was good.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very good.
Oh, you can see it actually now, can't you? Doesn't that just change everything for you? Wow.
Well, it's way nicer, to be completely frank. That's really good pass.
Bobby
The Lings are in this third base.
I like Bobby as well.
Bobby's fine as he is. Don't need to be frank.
Yeah, you don't need to be somebody else, Bobby. Channel loves you
Frank's
here.
actually a jerk.
Yeah, but he hates Frank. He's straight up all the time. He doesn't have any compassion about anything.
Yeah.
Oh, straight up Frank.
Thank you.
A decent little
Frank
shot
has
there.
no tact.
Yeah. Frank's not a kind man, that's for sure.
Yeah. Either continuing to push forward here is Cham with his Banelings. Does he have more Lings on the way? Roaches in production. In fact, some already have popped out for Cham as he is looking at a pretty good position. Worker count, though, slightly ahead for Jig. Army supply, a slight favor for Cham. There's a little bit of trade-off here and there. But with that worker lead, third base mining for Jig. I'm liking the position for our Canadian Zerg player. And, I mean, wouldn't this be something? If Jig could take out Cham? Like, Cham is really good. He's on the rise, and he's proven himself to be able to hang some of the best the current foreign scene has to offer. Like, his improvements have been measurable over this last year. And we casted him. One of the most players we casted, like, up there with Blythe, Scarlet, and Beast and Cutie, would be Cham. And it's really cool to see his improvements, but to have Jig come out of nowhere virtually, at least as far as our radar is concerned, and compete against Cham, he still has a tough road ahead of him, though, as these are pay-to-win skin roaches element. Oh, and only half his roaches are fighting. What are you doing, bro? I mean, he has no choice, as these roaches are right on top of Bobby on his retreat.
Oh, yeah. Fried is right.
mean, just look at how much scarier those roaches are than Jig's roaches. Like, I'd be running away too.
I would too.
Anyway, look at that mini map. Nothing but you streaming across here for Cham as he wants to try to shut down this base, perhaps even end this game. Even has a corrosive bile here for good measure. It actually landed on one of those roaches, not so bad. As some lings do join in for the party that Cham is a part of. Now Jig wants to try to shut this down as fast as possible, trying to get more roaches out, but a lot of his roaches are pretty bruised up. This base is going to go down. It looks like he's going to forego it completely. Run your workers away, bro. Actually, it looks like Cham's going to give no cares. Wants to end this battle right here, right now. Supply still pretty even between both players, so Element, you have to consider that Jig does have that defender's advantage. Workers being pulled off the line. Jig can afford to lose some of those drones, as he was quite a bit ahead of Cham at that stage. And he does have a pretty good arc, too. Just has to be really careful not to get hit by too many corrosive biles. The dodges have been good so far, but his supply is starting to plummet. His injured roaches have taken their toll.
Yeah. If Jig can recover, though, he does have the roach speed, so there'd be no retreat. Yummy boy here. Take that hatch out. Bam!
Yeah, finally getting that hatch dead here. Oh, even the Broodlings actually get the little homies there get the one Ravager on the field.
Still lots of. Can we get the shot on the map really quick? Oh, guess we can't. Makes sense.
Wow, production. Are they on strike today?
There we are. Yeah, still lots across the map though. Quite a lot actually.
wow.
Zoom back out for this bio. Oh, Bob can see it now. Gosh, Bob can see everything. It's great. What a great day to be alive.
I like it. I can see what's going on for once. Anyway, so the attack is deflected. There, Jig is going to be forced back for a bit.
Bob, you were the only one not in on the meme before.
Oh yeah, no, right?
Everybody else but you was in on it. The entire anybody else involved was in on it but you. Sadly.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like it's one of those things you and everybody else had between each other. It was special, right?
Not you.
And no, right? And that's too many people are involved, and it's not so special. So I harbor no ill will towards that idea element, but you know. Either way, so going to continue pushing across the map here is Cham. A little bit risky as he was slightly leading here with his squishy Ravagers, but continuing nonetheless. He does have that 3-base production, having taken out Jig's base. Does put Jig in a bit of an awkward position, but good engagement so far. In fact, from Jig, Cham was moving some of his army into a different position and lost a lot of roaches because of it. Good dodge so far in these corrosive biles from Jig. Jig does have that, well, actually, pretty much equals army supply lead, but a lot of those roaches are pretty bruised.
Advantage too, Bobby, and the roach speed as well. So he's able to get that concave a little bit faster and then also hit a little bit harder. Stand and bang. I don't know if you want to do that with a guy like this. Faster,
bang,
harder.
Now, I mean, look at how many roaches are on the field now for Jig Element. Trying to get right on top of these Ravagers. A lot of the supporting roaches for Cham are going to be gone. And these Ravagers are going to go down super quick. Has to continue to dodge these biles and dodge. He does. And that's it. GG's called. Jig takes game number 1. Wow. That's impressive. Good stuff from Jig, the Canadian, the Canuckian Zerg.
Score here. It's a 1-0 lead, right? That was game 1? Yeah, that was game 1.
Yep.
Are we on your view? Oh, we're not. Alright, Bob, take away the intros. I'll be right back.
Alright, cool, guys. To the northwest side of the map, we have the green Zerg player. Up 1 game, it is Jig. And to the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player representing OSC Gaming. It is none other than Cham. That sweet Root logo. Take a look at that. We always have to appreciate the artwork that Root has. I'm pretty sure Cats does all their artwork, or if not most of it. Very talented individual. That's always like the iterations of their logo over time. And great team for sure. Now, ZVZ matchup here. We got no gas going down super fast here from Jig, just opting for that hatch first. Now the gas will go down with a spawning pool, of course, to follow. Still no hatch going down yet for Cham. It's likely to be... Oh, there it is, just as I say that. So he opted to go for the pool first, no gas, into hatch. Just to get some early slowlings out to apply pressure towards that natural base. It's actually really, really good. Considering the opening that Jig has made. This could actually do some pretty good damage. It's going to get scouted, though, as there's not going to be a... he's not taking the Bly path, or he's trying to here, but it's going to get scouted just in time. If Jig is paying attention, he will have seen these Oops, that's the wrong hockey. We will see these Lings, of course, as they make their way across the map to try to cancel this natural base. Oh, wow, we even have a probe going on. What's this probe doing? Trying to take a third? It's super greedy, Jig. This base may not even last either. We do have some Lings in production here defensively for Jig. I'm not sure they can be enough out in time, and they aren't forced to cancel here, as Jig is now in a real awkward position. Third base going to go down, but the Lings are still here. In fact, in a slightly larger number. They're going to jump right on top of that. Not getting by Cham this time, Jig. As, this is a really good opener from Cham, punishing Jig, delaying his own expansions. Now, speaking of expansions, it's about to pop for Cham on his side of the map, even getting a queen in position just in case of a potential Ling run by. But there's only a handful of Lings on the field. The queen is only just now going to come out. We have that Baneling nest morphing in. This shouldn't do too much more damage with the amount of Lings on the field, plus that queen here. Getting in there to do any critical damage is highly unlikely. But the damage is certainly done by delaying the natural and even forcing the cancel. I mean, that's not for free. So that's a decent amount of resources lost just from those 2 cancels. So this puts Cham in a spectacular position, even getting a spine crawler up, 2 spine crawlers up. I guess he's feeling that there's the only way he could lose is from a 1-base Ling all in, but he should see, yeah, his Overlord's in position. Could see that the natural base is going down. So 2 spines at this early might be a bit much. Either way, Jake does have a lot of Lings, still slow Lings.
Oh god, speed, Bobby, speed! Give me that!
About to finish.
Oh, it's so close. How close is it, actually?
It is.
It's really close. I'm surprised he didn't. Okay, yeah. Oh, these poor guys. 3 hatches, though. It's nice.
Yeah, if it had been delayed so long, though, I mean, twice over, when you were gone, talking to the mailman.
Take a stock.
But
me, the mailman, have talks, you know. A little bit more intellectual than the ones I get from you, but...
Sure. That's great.
You tried that.
Either way, having this base on lockdown, even creating a wall here pretty nicely with some structures as well as multiple queens and the spine. This keeps Cham very safe on 2 bases, but it keeps him on 2 bases. He does have that lair being researched right now, and this allows a little bit of economic cutting corners economically for Jig, as Element did point out, with that 3rd hatch as well as a natural. So I expect nothing but drones on the way here for Jig for quite some time. And if enough time is bought, he'll be able to equalize this out quite nicely. Maybe even get a little bit ahead because of this overly safe play behind the scenes from Cham.
So close!
Oh! He goes down. Oh, man.
Hero specs.
Oh, unbelievable, yeah.
That was a life there. You know, I know you just think about excitement and all that kind of stuff, but that man had a family.
Did it? Oh. Oh, I did, I guess.
It oversees everything.
Yeah. It had an important place in...
Ling drop. Speaking of overseeing, overdropping, overlording, overtaking.
Yeah, right towards the main base of Cham. Cham's actually going to fight. There's not that many Lings here, and he even has some Lings, a couple queens already in position.
Stuff. Yeah. Oh, is that a spire? And it's dead. It's a dead spire.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's something. That delays the spire. I mean, Cham is really relying to do that 2-base Mutalisk play, and that delays it heavily. That's pretty good, actually, from Jig. If not getting any economic damage done, getting the tech to be delayed as it was is a huge victory.
Poke! Many pokes! You get a poke, and you get a poke.
Wow.
Oh, one more poke! Poke!
Oh!
This spine is the Oprah of pokes. Saying it now. Everybody gets a poke. Oh boy. But you only got 1. No trying to go for 2.
No.
They're taped underneath your chair. You grab that and don't switch chairs. It's not allowed.
No second.
Nope.
Alright, so we do have Element. We do have the +1 attack as well as the Roach speed about to finish for Cham. As I expect more Roaches to be on the way. In fact, he's not even rebuilding that. Now, one must question, was that Spire a fake? Or what is he actually going to do? But we've seen other Zergs do, just opt for like a handful of Mutalisks, harass one of them in line.
It kind of was a fake, Bobby, because it no longer exists. So.
I know. So ultimately, it was a fake.
Yeah, was it a fake? Or is he still going to use it? Sorry guys, Bob does not have the structures tab. He doesn't know how to find that tab.
Talking about I was mentioning, I told you it wasn't up.
Or was it a fake?
Was the original one a fake is what I was saying. Yeah. That's the real question. Yeah.
Changing the wording now. Alrighty.
Yeah, that's what we'll be talking about. Either way, though, these lings are being chased away by this pretty substantial Cham force, but dancing around his Jig, having a little fun with this, it looks like. Oh, did he just juke?
Seeing things. Don't mind me. Come and check what you're doing.
There he goes. Now he runs by. He's going to try to get this third base killed. Yeah.
Queen's going to get that wall. Queen's going to get the wall. Queen's in the wall. Now, at the same time, Bobby, we got a massive counter push going on here from Shammy Boy.
Yeah, forcing pull some of these workers is Jig. A massive supply lead, in fact, for Cham Element. Some corrosive balls being thrown down, but not landing. It's just an overwhelming army for Cham Element, as most of these lings on the side of the map. Sure, you took out a third base, but you have nothing or very little back at home. Some reinforcing roaches do pop out, but I don't think in great enough number. Maybe with these ling support, perhaps Element getting a little bit of a surround on top of these Ravagers. Ravagers trying their best to make something happen, and does actually defend Fort now. We do have more roaches, quite a lot of roaches, in fact, joining back in this army as more Ravagers are trying to morph in here for Jig, but they're not going to happen, Element. They are not going to morph in nearly in time. Of course, the ball is actually landing this time. Not getting the full dodge off this Bobby. Yeah. GG. Game number 3, this best of 5, Cham versus Jig. ZVZ to close out this day in the finals here for the Filthy NA Cup. I'm Bobby Austin, with me is Element. Thanks for joining us today. To the north west side of the map.
To the north side of the map, Bobby. In the corner, it is the green Zerg player. It's Jig. And to the bottom right, Bobbin. Take it away.
No, I'm not. You can keep going with it.
The bottom right, Bobby.
Also known as the southeast Element. It is Cham!
Alrighty, perfect. Wondering if you would go in there, I was waiting. Oh wait, did I have you muted? Oh, sorry about that. Did I talk over you? I did, I apologize. I didn't actually know. Couldn't hear you.
Wow.
But, I can jump on Bob's view here. Best view in the world. Seems to be my view. There we go. With the zoomage. Yes.
I don't know, I think I have the best camera view in the world right now.
That's what I just said. With Bob's view,
well,
the best
your
camera
view
in the world.
But you're not on my view. So there, you were for a second.
I've been on your view for the last little bit.
I've been watching
I'm assuming this is
you
your
can't
view.
lie to me. Yeah.
Tell me this isn't your view?
No. That is. It's such an unbelievable troll.
So
Alright, so we got commandable players here.
Let me check this. Be Austin's view. Yeah, I'm on
Are you
your view.
sure? Yeah, well, it's not. Or it wasn't, at least for a bit. Anyway, so Jig is taking that third base location as his natural. That's a risky play, as we do have an Overlord that's going to scout this real quick here from Cham. As, that might be a little bit unfortunate now. It leaves it super exposed. We already have a lot of lings on the way for Cham Element, as he's going to make his way across the map for this attack. Get the cancel. I mean, wow. This is not looking good for Jig here. He does have more workers making their way. Baneling Nest is already done. Where's his lings? He has what? Do you have any lings on the field, Helmet? He has a 6 army supply.
Hold the units tab, Bobby. We have 4 lings on the field. There's going to be almost as many banelings as lings on the field.
Yeah, they're across the map. So they're not even here to defend against these lings that are now...
Yes, that would be unfortunate.
They are now here at this natural base. More lings coming in here for Cham to try to shut down this third base location. The Queen getting one more inject here before it falls to its doom. The workers being pulled off the line to try to fight off these lings. A little bit of risk here taken, but no, now the banelings swoop their way in, chasing away those drones. I like it. Again, good patience coming into Cham. Not detonating quite yet. Looks like he might get he's gonna do it anyway. Oh wow. 2 on those.
I was like, banelings.
Thought he was gonna keep them just to defend against any potential lings that come in, but
sometimes you do that, Bobby. Sometimes you don't. He just wanted to waste some gas. Too gaseous.
I guess he feels confident in the amount of lings that he has in the field here. Even engaging with the reinforcing lings from Jig. He'll win this battle too.
Oh please! Bait it! Master of the baiting!
No, he's not gonna do it.
No.
And he's gonna fall. And it does go down. So he does kill all the lings, does Jig, but he is not not going to matter. I mean, losing that
Oh,
natural
Bob,
base
2 more
is a
banelings.
pretty big
Oh, this
punch
guy
to the
sees
face.
everything, though. Unfortunate. Okay, can you come up the ramp? Come up the ramp. Come up the ramp. Go up the ramp. Where's the Banes? Oh, he was ready for it. Well, now, yeah, there's still a huge lead here for the Chamois boy. Workers, army, queens, creep. Oh, is that a manual explosion? We'll get that up for later. Take a look at that. I think that might have been a manual explosion.
Map. It looks like
Hold up the lead here for the Chamois boy.
Workers, army, queens,
Creep? Yeah, it was a manual explosion. Weird.
interesting.
Manual explosion.
Right, so Cham is continuing on his attack element. Is going to try to push up this ramp. It's a pretty risky play. Oh, nice. 2 for 3. Good engagement there for Jig. Yeah, he still has a lot of banelings left on his natural base. So despite having lost his own natural, he regained one.
The roaches.
Mining from it.
The roach bane is coming into play.
Aww. More roaches on the way here, and I don't think these banelings will be able to deal with them quite effectively. But there aren't that many roaches here, Element. There's just a couple roaches, and a few roaches rather, and a couple are already bruised up.
Oh, the banes!
Oh, the banes! Oh, no!
Yes. Yeah, we were talking.
Everything. Oh, if that didn't happen, that was it would have been maybe pretty bad for
Cham, and the
but
micro on the roach to turn it into a Ravager at 2 health. Oh, that's a painful micro.
that is super painful here, as Cham definitely has a solid lead in this game. That's it. GG is called, and because I want to incorporate them more into my play. I think they're so powerful, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with them properly. That is, it's difficult even in the pro level to deal with them properly. Like say against Protoss especially. That's the one I want to use the lurker builds more often than not. Like it did one build successful yesterday. My opponent was going with some sort of Immortal Sentry with a depth pressure at the beginning of the game, but I shut the pressure down initially, and then I just went straight to lurkers and then just pushed across the map and won, of course. But if you guys have any good builds that you know of, please honestly do link them to me or send them to me on Twitter. I genuinely want them. I guess I could look at myself, but if you guys know of ones that I may not be able to find so easily, or a VOD or something to check out, lurker builds primarily. I want to focus on one thing and get good at that sort of composition. Just if you guys can, no big deal. Either guys, we are in. Oh, am I? Oh, sweet. All right, cool, guys. To the northwest side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. He is up 2-1. It is Cham, representing Overseas Rift Gaming.
Oh, nice. Getting the secondary jump in there. Take me to the bottom, to the bottom, Bobby. In the bottom right corner. Down 1 game. Also, this could be the last game if he doesn't bring it back. The green Zerg player. He is also playing. I was hoping you would zoom in, Bobby. It's Jig. Trying to do what you do to me, but you didn't. You just didn't. You waited. Patiently waited.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back to Jig.
I'm a professional.
His hatchery again. His other hatchery. Main hatchery.
Oh.
Zoom in on his emblem again. What did we say this was last time?
You said it was like the Death Star.
Looks like a moon to me, I think is what I said.
Or something. Or that's
Raiders in
I
it.
don't remember. Which is essentially a moon.
Star.
Is it a moon?
I don't remember ever saying that.
Is it a moon? Is it a space station? No.
Or a Superman. Alright, what do we got across the map here, Bob? What's that?
Yeah, we got some links heading across the map here for Jig. Just gonna meet the expeditionary links from Cham. Nothing too crazy. Both these players getting speed. Speed will be done though faster for Jig. Failing this though already in response here for Cham. This looks to be again another one of these Ling Bane compositions, perhaps with into a Roach transition. Now both players do like their Roach Ravagers. Now who would I give the advantage to? I think traditionally I'd give Cham that advantage. Just we see him, that's his bread and butter, is Roach Ravager. That being said, Jig has shown his strength in this matchup, and he also prefers using Roach Ravagers in this matchup too, or any matchup for that matter. Can't blame him, it's a good one. Now, who's better at it? It's really hard to say. So far, Cham is getting the better of it, but I don't really know if it was because of Roach Ravager or if some key baneling hits that did occur. An argument could be made either way.
Bob? Daunted in chat says 1 base Ravagers is the surprise that'll win you the prize. So there you go.
One base Ravager.
No,
Base
lurker,
Ravager against
lurker,
what?
lurker. My
Lurker.
mistake.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's in Legacy of the Void. That's
The prize that will win you the prize, Bobby. He knows what he's talking about.
I mean, I could try it, but that's a lot of tech you got to go to on one base.
Chat, Bobby.
I'm just trying to think of it critically, you know. And
No,
it
don't.
seems really difficult on one base to get away with.
Except that this man knows. Bob, what's happening in the blue base? I feel like, oh my god, Bob missed 15 workers falling.
We do have some
wasn't that
aggression
many.
here coming out.
5 worker things. Oh!
Well.
Bob, the observer of time, catches nothing except for the tail end of explosions happening.
We saw the explosion happen. I don't know what you're talking about. You weren't
Tail
looking.
end.
It was only
Explosion
like two lings anyway. It doesn't even matter.
2
All that being
lings. Bobby, I think you have the ability to see replays. Let's throw it up and see how many actually died here.
aggression here coming out.
Observer of time.
All right, so both players doing fairly
7.
similar here. Army supply, though, quite a bit ahead for Jig as he is moving across the map with his lings. He needs to be very careful. There is a Bane on the field here for Cham. He's just going to be annoying with these lings more than anything else as he is transitioning into roaches. He has 6 roaches in production already, a few on the field for our Canadian Zerg. Now back at home, we just have nothing but lings. Roaches in production now for Cham. He'll be a little bit behind in that regard, but I mean, if Jig decides to attack, he's going to have that defender's advantage, will Cham. He'll be more than fine. So maybe my question that I asked earlier on could be answered, Element. Here, like who's... In essence, I was alluding to who's better at Roach Ravager. Like who is the superior Roach Ravager player? Maybe we'll get the final answer here. All that being said, Jig did get out these roaches sooner and in greater number than Cham, and we're seeing that reflected in his overall supply. Now Cham's going to produce nothing but units behind this, I suspect. He is getting his upgrades, but they're not going to be done in time by the... or how did I say that? Did he cancel his... Was he getting upgrades? Did he cancel them? He did, didn't he?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, well,
we
he did.
talked about for who? For who?
Cham. Yeah, he totally canceled his upgrades. Yeah, he was getting +1 and his roach speed, but he had canceled to get some units out as this attack from Jig is happening. I guess it could pay off indeed to get a squeeze out a little bit more roaches, and he will have the defender's advantage. And this is actually a pretty good arc here, but the lings are getting on top of some of these roaches here of Cham. Doing a good job, though, in mitigating some of this damage, but pulling some of his workers to try to shut down this attack of Jig. But Cham's supply is plummeting here, Element, as these roaches are killing the rest of these workers. Cham falling down to 24 worker supply to 34 of Jig. If Jig can continue to maybe get a couple more roaches here, this will be extraordinarily effective. But he cannot afford... Well, he's going to run away. He's going to try to. But these roaches are super low, and now there's a massive army on the field here for Cham. But back at home, we have a 3rd base on the way. Already roaches here. Even a couple banelings here for...
Gigaboy's army is nothing to...
Yeah,
you know,
it's not bad.
It's actually in the lead.
It's bigger than
the lead
Cham.
in army supply. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this Ravager can do all the waddling he wants. Jiggy Boy gives no cares.
Was leading the charge. This Ravager, look at him go. Almost to his death.
Oh, back up. Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Which one Ravager for each one? They're like the commander of the army.
Yeah.
Hold the
That'd be
line.
awesome.
Hold the line. Oh, that's funny. Things Bobby comes up with on this channel. You guys.
So Jig definitely has the lead here in this game.
Oh yeah.
That was a great attack from him. Perfectly timed. And also too, it was definitely a cancel on the +1 and with roach speed on Cham's side. So I definitely
you can say that
because I was
we have no evidence
because I was looking at the production tab element.
That's probably last game though.
Oh, definitely not. Either way, you get to one of these Ravagers with these lings, does Jig. That's a little bit of insult, adds insult to injury here on the Cham's side. As this attack is continuing on forward from Jig. Jig does have a nearly 20 supply army lead here, but looks like he's just going to be content with putting pressure, and he's going to pull back. Love his patience. Very, very interesting. I mean, also, there's nothing forcing him to do this. He could just pull back. He's just to saturate his 3rd base. He knows there's no 3rd base on the way here for Cham. And so he's just going to extend his lead, economically speaking, as he makes his way back at home. I mean, getting broken anytime soon is going to be highly difficult for Cham to initiate here on Jig. As Jig's creep spread is quite good. as even sending a couple lings in here to kill even more workers on Cham's side. Yeah, that definitely puts our Blue Zerg in a tough spot. And as the supply, like we're starting to see this, the economy is getting out of hand. The income is quite a bit ahead for Jig. That army is getting even larger. As I don't know, I don't see how Cham comes back from this unless he gets like maybe infestors. He squeezes up, but he's only getting that third base now. He's really starved for gas. He's almost mined out in his main base, as we can see right here. His natural base is doing well. He's gonna get that roach speed done, and his +1 attack, I believe, is already finished too. So it is. So at least as far as the upgrades are concerned, they're not so bad. It's just a numbers game right now, guys. In a mirror matchup like this, especially when you got Roach Ravager versus Roach Ravager, upgrades play a big part, but the numbers are so in Jig's favor. Jig could just push out and possibly would take this game, defender's advantage or not, as it looks like he might just do that. This is also a point too I was talking about before, that with his own economy booming at the third base location, this has helped fuel the fuel his push out as he continues across the map.
The north.
Yeah.
Oh, what was
Like
this getting
what?
shot by? Never mind. Take it.
There's a queen at the natural that was shooting it.
Bobby, a battle's happening. Don't talk about that useless stuff now. So some roaches are going to fight back and forth. Can we get a couple good biles to land here? He's going to need them. He's going to need perfect biles. Not bad, but not the best. And he's getting pretty much surrounded here actually at the same time. Now he's Jig's full army here. The numbers don't look too far off. I guess those Ravagers are a little bit bigger than the Roaches, so they make it look a little bit larger. And actually it looks like Jig's just kind of engulfing and swallowing and...
Yeah, Jig's rolling over Cham's army right now. But that's it. GG's called, and Jig does take game number 4. And Tom, who played Scotty from Star Trek, he actually had a perfect line about that. He was asked if he ever got sick of fans asking the same questions and asking him to say the same lines over and over again, and all these events that he goes to, and he said, he's like no, because to that person, it's the first time, and it just puts things into perspective sometimes. We put one face on everybody sometimes, but you have to think about the person as an individual. Maybe it's the very first time they've even heard this question or thought of this question, and they asked it, and there it is, or thought of saying that. And I think the same thing could go for balance. Sure, we could say jokingly, everybody's an armchair, grandmaster. But what if they're really themselves trying to sort out the game too? And it's not just a statement what you should do, and maybe, and half it is. In a way, it is. It's like, but because they themselves are wondering if their theory would work, and instead of just lashing out at people like that, when you just say why it would. I don't know. It's just something I've seen over the years. Some people can get, I guess, I understand if they get sick of it, but I think there's different ways to react to Twitch chat, rather than lashing out. Just answer like a normal human being, and like they are normal human beings sometimes. Anyway, guys, that does bring us to the final game, game number 5, Jig versus Cham. This has been a pretty entertaining ZVZ element, and very evenly matched too.
Yeah, take it away, Observer.
Oh, all right, I shall. To the southwest side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player representing OSC Gaming. It is Cham, aka Chammy Boy. And to the north, east side of the map, we have the green Zerg player hailing from Canuckville, Canada. It is Jig.
Canuckville, Canada. AKA Jiggy Boy, by the way.
Yeah.
Jiggy Boy. One of the best jigs to be known.
AKA get jiggy with it. Right?
Yeah. AKA the jig's up.
Oh, the man of many
got
titles.
one more, Bobby?
Not quite as many as Major, but...
No. Yeah. He might, by the end. When we're done with him, he might.
Yeah. And we'll never be done with him.
Yeah, no, never. Bobby, this is the match point here, of course. 2-2 in the best of 5 series. And the winner of this walks away with quite a few more bones than the other. So, there's a lot on the line here, to be honest.
There is absolutely an element, as OSC points, of course, too, throughout the OSC year. Definitely means a lot to these players. I mean, points in event series definitely mean a lot. We've seen it from Bly in different events, too. For Go for SCT, for example.
Here's my theory on this. Bly doesn't actually care about the points that he gets. But he cares about other people getting points that he didn't get to challenge them for those points. He wants everybody to have to earn their points. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Plus, if you could ruin somebody's day, take away their points. This is something Bly
Day
would
well
enjoy
spent.
very much, I'm quite sure. Yeah, he'll make it happen. Pull the Bly bill.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, I love Bly. He's so
Yeah.
good.
Bly's a nice guy. Good guy, Bly.
Yeah.
Plus, he always asks when we start up the game, is Bobby going to join? Is Bobby joining? We're getting Bob in here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this guy actually knows who Bob is.
Yeah. He actually cares.
Yeah. I think he just wants the
Definitely
game to
wears
start
our heart.
faster.
We know a dinosaur element
Oh,
on the way. Is
flipping
this
through.
He's gonna get in?
And he
Oh,
sees
and
everything
totally does.
that he needs to
Wow.
see. Which is the Noidus. Noidus network.
Swim.
Yep. The Noidus worm.
Who's turned Australian
Yeah.
right away. Either way.
Oh boy.
So the Dinosaur is now morphing in the main base. Well, boys are forced to be pulled here for Jig, but will he get here in time?
God.
Or will he matter? Element, we'll see in a second. This Dinosaur worm is taking his sweet time. There we go. Gonna be full surround with these SUVs, but the roaches are popping out. A lot of queens here in defense of this.
Oh, Bob.
Nidus worm
One
popping
more
out.
transfuse goes down. He's trying to get all his DPS is going on to the actual worm itself, but there's so many units in his base. So many roaches have already made the travel over. He's going to drop another Nidus worm, I'm quite certain. If he wants to, maybe he'll just send him across the map too, though. But there
it is, Element.
Coming
Called
on
it.
up. What do we got
just a lot
armor
of
supply wise? Looks like 32 versus 25. Now, he's actually dealing with the units that are here quite well. Or well enough, I guess, considering all things. But once his reinforcements come in... Oh, well,
Oh,
you
you
know.
might cancel it completely. Good call,
He did.
actually. Otherwise, they'd be
Worker
screaming up too
supply,
slow.
Worker supply, though.
Yeah,
it is in
that's the real
Cham's
story.
favor. He does have layer attack already because out of his roach speed, puts down a spine just to make sure the counterattack won't kill him. And Lings are coming across the map, but like we just said, they're kind of prepared for that.
All right, so
Now,
now,
third. I'm wondering.
yeah, that's what I was
he will.
just gonna mention.
He's
Then
going.
there's still 3 bases up for Jiggy Boy here. As he's gonna poke the front door with these lings, getting
big
that health down a little bit on that Evo chamber. But the Roach is back on the field here, defending the natural base for Cham. This is a
Fire.
bit too much for these lings.
Spire! Oh!
Okay.
Go from the Nidus to the Spire. What
You
next?
get Spire?
Ultraless drop her ass?
Oh, Jig. He's gonna drop the back.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a third base gonna go down either way, Element. From Cham, he's definitely
yeah.
gonna need that gas income.
Gonna get that
as
gas.
soon as possible.
Oh, Jig! Going to drop in the back. Bob didn't mention this, but I will.
Oh, this is actually kind of a crazy game to end off the day, Element. That attack looked really powerful
Can
for
Jig
Cham.
get
I mean,
the
the worker
Spire?
count is now even.
Once again, that'll be something.
Either way, worker count's now even for both players. A little bit of lead for Cham, but not hugely so. And that
sees
third
it.
base is up and running
Jammy boy sees
for
it.
Jig.
Okay,
All right,
Jig's
so
gonna
will
come in
these...
here. He wants to focus down the Spire, I think. If he can get on it, he probably would. There he goes.
Oh, he
a
is.
couple of his links can't get there, though. No, there's not enough DPS here.
Not gonna get it done.
Damage output not high
Scouting
enough.
it, Element. At least he scouted it.
Yeah.
That's a big deal here for Jig. He's not gonna be caught off guard by some
23%
surprise
of the
meters. Yeah, it is. That's scientifically proven, Element.
Yep.
Either way, yeah. Now back at home for Jig, he has roaches of his own sitting back here. He's mining a lot of gas, in fact, from his bases. The third base here does not have a extractor yet, though. In fact, actually, take it back, neither does the main, which is interesting. But just continuing to get more workers up is Jig, just to saturate those 3 bases, extend that lead that he does have, at least in one respect in this game, which is economic. They are. Now they're going to start cleaning up some of these overlords, since Element, the proverbial Jig, was up with that scout of those lings that did drop in, scouting that Spire. Would have been a different story if it wasn't seen, and I suspect he would have used them as surprise meters instead. But there's a lot of overlords that will go down, force Jig to have to replenish some of them, for sure. Getting a lair of his own behind this, likely for roach speed or maybe in hydralisks, and more likely, just in all likelihood, to deal with these mutalisks, which are going to be a pretty big pain in the butt for quite some time here before Jig gets his units out, as that lair is still only just about halfway done.
Now the front. There we go, Bob. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot you're still my view. Jeez. Anyway, so the mutalisks are still putting in, or trying to put in a little bit of work at the front door, but so many queens here at the natural base that they're not going to risk poking, especially with a couple spore crawlers, well positioned, in fact.
And they risk poking. Here we go. Jumping on in. Making a couple pot shots.
They are.
Couple risky pokes.
The real story is the big push at the front, though. A lot of roaches at the front door for Cham. Here, gonna focus on that Baneling. That's probably me. Good call on the Roach Warren. Oh,
Roach Warren goes down. Oh my goodness. Here we go. The armor supply 96 versus 68. Now a couple of this is mutas in the air, and the spores are doing some work on them. He's trying to push right on in here. I wouldn't mind a Nidus for moving faster reinforcements, but Jig has a lot of army too here, and he's getting pushed on back. Gotta remember, he does, but a lot of army in the armor supply. So these mutas that were up in the air really weren't
picked apart.
Worth their 15 or 16 armor supply. About 15 from an even armor supply unit. That can't even happen.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of army supply though on the field for Cham. In fact, he's 30 army supply up, and most of that is on the way here to this side of the map to help attack against Jig. Jig again pushes back, buying himself a little bit more time against Cham. Work count still in Jig's favor, so it's just he's in a little bit of a tough spot, trying to get some more tech units. A lot of Ravagers, in fact, in production from Jig. As gold base being taken from Cham. That's actually a good call, because he's been applying so much pressure to the front door of Jig. He feels he has the superior map control. He has Mutalisk out.
Mutals.
I said Mutalisk. That's singular. Out, of course. Just to
Mutalisk out?
Map. Yeah, Mutalisk.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's doing the work too. Wow.
Shoot. What needs to be done?
Like a Mutal. In fact, the Queens are so far away. Okay. Never mind. This is a scouting Mutal. You get one worker? Oh, please. This will make me very happy.
It's just one Mutalisk to hold it down. So funny. Has no kills to his name, but it's like a mosquito in a tent. That's being annoying.
This is a battle. Okay, pulls back. Oh, the spore! Yeah, okay. Oh, this guy, I want him to live. He is... No, I'm not sure if he ever used this one, but I'll go ahead and use it. Oh, no, he's gonna die. Oh, he's super dead. Oh. Well, he's kind of like a mosquito in a tent, Bobby. If you've ever heard this one before.
I've never heard of that saying.
I don't think you would.
Either way,
saying.
Maxed out, both Zergs actually nearing maxed out here. Cham being the aggressor yet again. Good spread though so far from Jig. Also utilizing his defender's advantage, throwing down crucibles in each end. Good land, few land actually for both sides. Actually a little too much of a move command, I think,
right on top of him. Yeah, I think he took a couple extra shots there. He didn't want to. You wanna, stand, bang, then move up. He didn't there. He just kind of moved straight up.
That's very succinct and highly true.
Not what you want to do. Is that his own?
Oh, no,
okay, no. Sorry.
No, that's Jig's overseer.
That was his own overseer for a second. That would have been great. Let's kill overseer.
Continuing on his attack is Cham. Just a very back and forth fight. This is exactly the questions we wanted answered out of who is better at the Roach Ravager composition. Oh, good boss landing here for both sides, in fact. But the numbers seem to be in favor of Cham as he continues on. Oh, and more boss landing right on top of these very pricey Ravagers here. As Jig Supply starts to take a big hit. Now, not a whole lot of roaches supporting those.
This is how you do it, Bobby. This is how you move up and shoot. Oh boy, them going down in the production gets the cancel on those roaches, and it completes the round here of these remaining few. That move command from me. Bobby called it. We called it. GG is called.
GG indeed. Cham takes the game and the series and is your filthy NA Cup champion for this week. So big